Hello everyone, my name is Eko Rudiawan Jamzuri. In this presentation, I will introduce our research with the title Barilang FC, an adult-sized humanoid robot simulation model on the ROS and Gazebo. Okay, next, this is the outline of our presentation. The first one is introduction. A human robot is a robot designed to resemble the human body in terms of its physical movement and also behavioral pattern. Currently, human robot has many applications in various domains. For example, in industrial automation, in military operation, healthcare, transportation, and also personal assistant. Research in human robot has some challenge. The first one, the challenge about creating a robot itself, because if you want to study with a human robot, you must have a physical hardware. So for creating a physical hardware, it needs more expensive material. For example, you need to buy some expensive high torque servo motor, and then you need some precision mechanical part to create a link. And then the second ones, the challenge come from the researcher that not familiar with the mechanical and also with the electrical aspect. So for study with human and robot, of course, robot consisting of some mechanical parts and also electrical parts. So it's very challenging for researcher, for example, coming from computer science or from software that want to study in humanoid robot. So the researcher must know about mechanical aspect and also electrical aspect in the robot before it start to research about the software of the robot. And then because of this challenge, we propose to develop a simulation model for the humanoid robot that can be used for research. And the simulation model that we develop is based on Barilang FC, humanoid adult-sized robot. And then the second purpose of this research is to compare the proposed simulation model with the other human robot simulation model in the virtual environment to demonstrate its effectiveness in terms of real-time factors. Okay, and then we talk about the robot platform. This is the robot platform that we use in this research. We use the left one, the Barilang FC adult size. That is the expandable model of the first version, Barilang FC kit size model. And because the robot design is adult size, so it has height of 131 centimeter, and it's constructed by total 30 actuator. And then the last one, compared to the kit size, the adult size model outfitted with some sensor, for example, stereo camera in the heads, and then IMU inside the body of the robot, and also position sensor at each joint. Okay, and then we're talking about the simulation environment. In this research, we select robot operating system as middleware software, and also we select Gazebo as simulator software. The reason of selection of the software because we know the Gazebo simulator currently is the most popular simulator in the robotics domain, and then it has very large community that can provide support and resources for study. And the last one, because Gazebo and ROS is one package, so the integration between ROS and Gazebo more easier compared to the other robot simulator software. Okay, next we're talking about the modeling the robot. To creating a simulation model, first we need a CAD file or full body design of the robot, and then after that we split the full body into multiple sub assembly that representing each link, specific link of the robot, and then from that sub assembly we convert or transform the file into a mesh file, or we call it a standard triangle language or STL file. This STL file then can be used to visualize the visual model of the robot, and also can be used for representing the collision model of the robot. But for represent the collision model, we simplified this STL file to make the simulation software running more smoothly. Okay, and then after getting the STL file, we can describe the robotic kinematics or dynamic that can be defined by scripting in URDF file. And some dynamics parameter of the link can be estimated directly from the CAD model. Okay, and then we're talking about the collision model simplification. In the URDF, we have STL that can represent the collision model of the robot. So the collision model, it has relationship with the CPU load. So if you have STL file that very complex and has very large size, the CPU processing time will increase. So we need some strategy to reduce this CPU processing time by simplifying the STL file from the complex model into a simple model like in this image. So for example, the left side is the default STL file from the CAD model. It takes around 2 megabytes, but after simplification with a box model, it only takes 169 kilobytes. Okay, and then we try to evaluate our simulation model with 3 metrics. The first one is CPU load, and then the second one is memory consumption, and then the third one is real-time factor. Real-time factor means it can provide a quick result and change without delay. So real-time factor value, if the value higher, it means the performance is better. To evaluate our research, we compare the simulation model of our robot with 2 other models. The first one is Robotis OP3, and then the second one is Tormang 3. And then we test by placing the robot standing up or falling down. So this is the result of our experiment. First, this is in table 2, the result when the robot is standing. As you can see, our robot model has highest real-time factor 0.9. And also while the robot is falling, our robot model has highest real-time factor. It's only decreased around 0.03 when while the robot is falling. But in this result, we can see the Barilan FC robot model has the highest CPU performance. Our real-time factor is best, but the CPU performance is very high compared to Robotis OP3 and also Tormang 3. And after evaluating the 3 metrics, we also check the functionality of the sensor model. The first one, we check the functionality of stereo camera model. As you can see here, we put the robot inside the RoboCup soccer field and we activate the camera sensor model. And then we monitor the sensor model from AirVis by listening the specific topic in the sensor model. And from this image, we can see that the topic show the image from the left and right camera of the robot because we put a stereo camera model on the robot. Okay, and then the last one is validation of IMU sensor. To validate this IMU sensor model, we tilting the robot in the gazebo, and then we monitor the actual data from IMU sensor model in the AirVis. You can see here there is a marker that visualize the robot position. For example, when the robot is tilting back, the marker also pointing to the same direction. And also when the robot is tilting to right, the marker in RF is also visualized to the correct direction. Okay, and then the conclusion and feature box. First, the conclusion, the Barilla FC simulator model was successfully developed using ROS and Gazebo. And then the second, Barilla FC robot simulator outperformed other robots model in real-time factor performance. And then the last one, the simulation result, showed that the stereo camera and IMU sensor model are functional and accurate in the simulation environment. For the future works, further optimization of Barilla FC robots simulator CPU performance is necessary to prevent excessive CPU load. And then we need to add some other sensor, for example, LiDAR and depth camera to the robot model. And then the last one, the development of advanced algorithm for control system can be can improve the robot's working and balancing in the future research. Okay, thank you for listening our presentation.